to I Am the New Set. And again, we have a very special guest here, Sandman, aka SANDMEEZY, outstanding international artist, a community activist. I can say, when I say artist, I mean outstanding rapper as well. And he's got his new CDs out, and it's State to State, which I've been promoting for the last past 2 weeks or so. As you can see, State to State, outstanding, inspiring CD. And on that note, I'm going to let Sandman, aka SANDMEEZY, tell you about himself.
Alright, hello world, my name is Sandman, aka SANDMEEZY. I am an international visionary musician entertainer. How can I say? I am a rapper. I said rapper slash singer, you know what I'm saying? I sing with my rap songs. Partial actor, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to work on that, but I act up in, my music videos and other people's music videos. I'm also a book writer too, a novelist writer, you know what I'm saying? So just, getting it out there. Solo artist, you know what I'm saying? I released a single, called Texas Bay, New York, with me and Solomon Charles for Taking Next Match, Wu-Tang Management, and it's still this part I you know what I'm saying? But I dropped this solo by myself, 10 songs, no cuss words, so I dropped it July 14th, and I'm doing real good, you know what I'm saying? Just traveling, selling it, also selling it online, you know what I'm saying? Been all the way to Canada and back,
Fantastic. And no cuss words. It is like especially beautiful to hear, because all of the rappers that's out there, everything is and very obscene. So it is very refreshing to hear a rapper, an artist, international rapper that has that's relating a message out there without any obscene language. And tell us what inspired you to do such rapping such songs with no obscene language.
Basically, just growing up doing music, I always cussed in my songs, in my classic songs. And when I was younger, I always, came up to other people, yeah, I do music, I rap, woo, woo, woo. And they'd be like, do you cuss? That's what always got me, was like, do you cuss in your music? I had some that I didn't, but the majority, yeah, I did. So, ever since then, I just stopped doing that. I stopped cussing in my music. It was one time, it was like a New Year's resolution. Like, I'm just going to stop cussing in my music, because I want every generation to listen to my music from here on to now, to the future. Especially, you never know, a radio station might want to pick it up and play it. I might need to perform it at a public event, and one cuss word can mess up the whole song and the whole album. And I also want to inspire, younger rappers out there, to, expand your mind. It's more than to cussing, talking about, downgrading women and stuff like that, and your lyrics and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So, I don't cuss in my music because, I want to expand my mind. It's another word that we could use for that cuss word,
Beautiful, absolutely, and it's so inspiring to hear that. How do you feel when you're on stage? Because when you find your audience that is so used to hearing all this obscene language, but when you are so clean with your sound is so tight. It is really tight. You can move on it, you can dance on it, you can have fun on it, and with a clean state of mind. How do you feel when you're on stage performing your songs?
I love it. When I get on stage, I get very energetic. When I'm on the microphone, I just, it's like another complete person of me just comes out. I love talking to the crowd. I love making people smile. I love making people laugh. I love making people get up and, off of they bus and just dance. You know what I mean? So I love to make people have a good time. So when I'm on stage, I'm gonna make sure that you know that you have a good time because that's my job. You know, so that's the gift that God gave me to do. So you know, I love it when I'm on stage on the microphone. Man, it just, man, it blows my mind, man. I just love it. I like to dance and everything when I'm on stage.
Do you see that same expression when your audience hear you rapping such clean verses? Could you tell the difference in the expression and the energy in the auditorium?
Yes. A lot of people tell me too, they're like, wow, that's really hard, you know, to do an album with no cuss words. It's really not, to be honest. You know, like I said, just use a different word for it that means the same expression. You know, but to me, I think it's very awesome because, you know, just to be on a different level of not cussing while I'm on stage and just being able to perform in front of all ages.
Simply beautiful. Tell us, when did you get started in your music career?
You know, I was real young. You know, I was real young. You know, back when the tape deck, you know, was there. You know, you could record yourself. You know, on the tape deck. You know, my first rap words was "Give me my checks, man." You know, so you know, it was just something that was up in me that just couldn't leave. You know, I always had music. You know, I always seen myself as a mad scientist on the piano. You know, just creating just some incredible music out of this world. You know, man. You know, I started doing a radio station at the age of 16. You know, and while I was in high school and I was traveling, you know, doing shows, selling CDs, signing autographs, you know, and it was a beautiful blessing, you know. And at that time, I was doing a group, but you know, to me, groups don't last that long. So, you know, I eventually went and did my own solo thing, and now, you know, I'm out with this, you know what I'm saying? And I could tell you this, because, you know, anybody could drop a song, anybody could drop a mixtape, but an album. You know, I could say an album takes time because you put your blood, sweat, and tears into it, you know what I mean? So what made me do this album was my fans. My fans pressed me constantly. We gonna get that new music, the new SANDMEEZY. I'm talking about people in China and everywhere else with different languages to where I got translated. We translate to each other. They ready to hear new music, you know what I mean? So, but just people in general, you know, like you got a CD. So, you know, it took me about a year to, I was supposed to drop it last year, but due to the COVID hitting and stuff like that, it kind of messed up some things. But I could say it was all on God's timing. So, you know, I dropped it on July the 14th, and it's been doing real good numbers, you know what I'm saying? I also been traveling and performing my song, you know, I mean my album, so, you know, it's been a real good blessing.
So do you write your own lyrics?
Yes, I write my own lyrics, you know, I want 100% credit for everything that I do, you know. I can be a ghostwriter, I am a ghostwriter, as in I could ghostwrite for other people. I have came up hooks and choruses for other people, so you might as well just call me a ghostwriter. Anything else, yes, 100% I write, rap, and sing all my own stuff, you know what I mean? So all of this is me on here. You know, I only got like 2 artists on there. That's because I was like, man, I need to feature somebody. Anything else was just gonna be just 100% me. But ain't nobody else singing on there but me.
I love that. So, you know, as a community activist, because I've definitely known you as a community activist, you think with your community service that inspired a lot of your lyrics that you're saying and your songs, it inspired you from working in the community?
Yes, you know, I speak about my struggle and pain, my joys. You know, I also mention God up in my album too. You know, how can I say? Hopefully, it can inspire the next rapper to not want to cuss his music and also just do things for his community and especially worldwide. You know, so it motivates me knowing that I could give back in a positive way letting young rappers know that you don't have to be a monkey see monkey do of being in the gang or, you know what I'm saying, a thug or something like that. You know, be whatever you want to be, you know, and don't copycat off of these rappers out here, you know, downgrading women, you know, cussing, F word this, N word that, B word this. Be different, you know what I'm saying? Just be different.
And is that a message you would give to any of the upcoming artists, female or male?
Female artists too, because I kind of feel like most of these female artists are astray. They're following the footsteps behind these rappers. You know, I feel like they lost too. You know, it's a certain part of having common sense when you rap. Ain't none of us perfect, but having common sense when you rap. And let me tell you, when I say that, because of my old music, I used to rap like that too back in the day. But you know, it took snapping into reality and going through some things to be like, man, if you know in real life, it's cool and fun and dandy. Yeah, you know, we all want to party, stuff like that, but you ain't gonna party every day. Sometimes it gets tired, your body can't take all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I'd rather uplift, make somebody smile and dance with my music instead of trying to make people get corruptive and tear each other up, you know, and downgrade women. That's one thing I can't do because, you know, my mama listens to my music, my little niece listens to my music. I got female cousins that listen to my music, so I don't want to disrespect them on my album because that'll mean I'll be disrespecting all of them, you know, when in reality I came from a woman, you know what I'm saying? I came from a woman's womb, so it's a right that I respect them.
Beautifully spoken. I love that. And you know, let's point this out. You used to send your earlier CDs. You were using such obscene language, and now your lyrics and now is so clean and inspiring. What is the difference of spiritually? What do you feel inside when you know what you was doing? Tell us about when you was out there rapping the obscene way, and now it's the clean way. What's the difference between those two? What is tell the audience what you felt like inside, because everything starts in the inside. People don't get that, but it does. It's in the inside.
Basically, when I was up on stage performing, you know, with cussing and all that, I was in another state of mind. I was young in the mind and young in the music, so where I couldn't really understand what life was really for. You know, when I'm freestyling and rapping my own music, you know, by myself, I'm speaking about the world and things that I go through, you know. But, you know, when it comes to being in the industry or trying to stay on top of the game, you know, money, cars, clothes, and everything else, you know, all the fame and stuff like that comes with it. You kind of want to put yourself into the category of these other rappers.
Uh-oh, we're losing. I'm losing.
So, having that living lifestyle, you know that when you live in that lifestyle, it's not all fine and dandy. It's fine and dandy when you lose it all. Who's there? You know. So when I was up there rapping that type of music, you know, I was in another state of mind. I was out there in the streets and stuff like that. And now that I'm rapping this type of music, you know what I'm saying, I'm not cussing and stuff like that. It's more positive and stuff like that. I can uplift the next person. I could just actually let them know the struggles and stuff that I went through and how I overcame it. I speak a lot about God, and I'm not a Christian rapper, but let me tell you, I do know how good my God is. You know, my mama always said that God put music on earth, that He didn't just put music on earth for it to be Christian music. So I got a lot of people that wake up to my music saying that it's their favorite thing. You know, that they listen to for motivation just to get up and do things during the day. So I feel a lot more positive and better performing my new songs now because it's on a whole nother level.
So you would say that you got more clarity, and your lyrics, the things that you're saying now, has given you more insight and clarity and understanding your world and the world we're living in. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And on that note, would you do 3 songs for us?
Yes, I'll do 3 songs for you.
Thank you again for tuning in to I Am the New Set, while we're getting SANDMEEZY is getting ready to perform for you live. That's right, absolutely live. He's going to do 3 songs from his outstanding CD. Now, I've been promoting that CD for the past 2 weeks. He is an outstanding artist. From Our House to SANDMEEZY. That was really outstanding. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to I Am the New Set. SANDMEEZY will be back with us in a few seconds here. Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, SANDMEEZY. Now, I am going to ask you a question that I've asked all of the artists, and this is definitely a whole new change here, because last year when the coronavirus came out, we had the shocking episode with George Floyd, and I had mentioned, I think on Connecting the Dots, I was on the show with Sandra Eisenman, but the bottom line is that there was so much going on then, and it seems like during that period, something that needed to be taken care of, which was last year, that racism thing. Now we got a second virus out, the Delta virus, along with coronavirus, and the next shock that we all got was the Afghanistan release of our American soldiers. Could you relate? I know you may not want to get so deep into it, but what is your opinion about our soldiers coming home early and the way they came home? Tell us what you think about that.
I'm very thankful that they came home, because for years and years, America has been in every other country's business besides ours. And the thing with the George Floyd is that's one of the things that we need to handle. So for them being over there and coming back home, that's real good, because we lost a lot of loved ones that was down there for no reason. We fighting a battle that's not ours. So what we need to do is focus on what's going on in America. So I kind of feel like that George Floyd, incident, a lot of people had a lot of times on their hands. Everybody was shut down indoors. So what's the best time to do? Go out there and riot and do it for justice, Not just for George Floyd, but the other millions of George Floyds around the world that are getting treated just like that right now as we speak. So I'm very thankful, and just let God bless America to handle the situations that's down here and just get better, and make sure that this COVID can get over with,
Yes, and I do definitely agree with you. I'm happy that they're here back home, and hopefully that they'll have to ever go back. And to be honest, I don't feel like they should have went over there. The first place, that is their country, let them run it as they please, because we got so much here of our own, the homeless and the police brutality. We just got so much negative right here in America that we need to straighten. I say clean out your own closet before you could talk about cleaning out somebody else's closet. So yes, I do agree, and we pray for those. Hopefully, tell me, what do you feel about those who was left behind?
Man, to be honest, it's sad, because at the end of the day, everybody want to be home, So just hopefully we can get them back, and don't let nothing happen to them, God willing. We need to focus on America.
I feel you. I think we all feel you, and of course we're gonna pray for those who are left behind, and pray that they do get home safely. There's still, I do believe that our Creator don't make mistakes, and whatever meant mistakes man made, it can be cleaned up and corrected. And I'm so sure that an avenue or a door will be open where everything will fall in divine order. Thank you for sharing that thought, because it's definitely up in the air. And, as they say, no name, no blame. But, we have to look at circumstances, because the main thing is this virus, this virus that is taking our lives and taking everything. And no country should be going through any chaos other than finding a cure for this monster. I call it a monster. Now it got two. It has the Delta going along with it. So I think we all stay in prayer. We'll get an answer to a cure for this disease. Thank you for sharing that thought with us. And on that note, would you please share your favorite snack?
It's a must. I do this, especially due to what's going on right now, the COVID thing, Bam! You know what I'm saying? Strawberries.
Hey now.
One of my most favorite snacks. This is what I love to do. In the morning, I'll grab me a sweet baked potato. I'll grab me about a few of these. And I'll get me a banana. I use it for carbs, to have energy during the day. There are also brain feeling good foods, like they make you feel good, etc. You know what I'm saying? So, I advise that everybody in the world, like, let's get up on our veggies, our fruits, and help our immune system get strong,
Marvelous. I love strawberries too. Marvelous. Thank you. And it has a lot of great vitamins and energies in strawberry. Hey, you definitely lucky. Look at you. That looks delicious. You're making me hungry. Thank you, Sandmeezy, for sharing such a delicious dish. Strawberries is filling. You eat enough of them, you will definitely get full. And they are delicious too, and energizing. Yes, they're energizing. Is there something else you want the audience to know about you? Your family.
I'm an independent artist, you know what I'm saying, going harder than game. Be looking out for more for me, you know what I'm saying, state to state grinding, we all around the world with it.
State to state.
So www.sandmeezy.com, that's SANDMEEZY. Search me on Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, YouTube, Pandora, whatever. I'm thankful for all of my fans worldwide that's been supporting for me, on my music journey, especially with my new album now, you know what I'm saying? I advise everybody to keep their head up, keep God first. No matter what situation you in, just know that He can bless you out of it. Put Him first. And Gigi, I want to thank you for having me on your show. It's been a big blessing. And you already know we're going to continue to keep on talking because we're good friends.
Thank you so very much, and thank you for being on the show as well and sharing all that wisdom and knowledge and still entertaining. In spite of all of this we are going through, you're still bringing love to the audience and to the world, and that's a beautiful gift when we can perform and bring joy to people, because we need it right now. We need a big change, and your style of music is right on time. You're right on time for that. And audience, please support him. Buy his CD. Get that CD, okay? State to state. Don't forget. Say it again. State to state. There it is.
State to state grinding, baby. State to state grinding. SANDMEEZY. SANDMEEZY.
All right. Now, you heard that, didn't you? Okay. And Sandmeezy, one more thing. Tell the audience, if someone want to book you or for a concert or so, how can they reach you?
You can reach me on Facebook, Instagram, SANDMEEZY. You know, let's get it rolling. You know, down to travel to a different city, different state near you. You know what I'm saying? It's in a different city slash state near you. So let's get it, baby. Stay around.
Thank you. You heard that, audience. Don't forget to support. Get that CD. It's an outstanding CD. And as you know, I've been promoting it, for going on 2 weeks on all the social media network outlets. So thank you again for listening and sharing his CD with your friends and tell, all of them to buy it. It's inspiring. Very, very inspiring. Again, thank you, SANDMEEZY, for being our special guest today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.